Ghost in the Shell 2026 is one of the worst reboots I've ever seen in anime history, man. Let's go take a manga that nobody cares about except for elite, pretentious fans and critics, and adapt it and make it look worse. It's just fucking crazy. Let's go take an old, dusty, crusty series and try to appeal to the casuals with its goofy, cartoonish art style and terrible storyline. I just couldn't imagine actually believing that Ghost in the Shell is any good. No one actually likes Ghost in the Shell. I guarantee you that none of you people reread that manga, rewatched that anime, and actually enjoyed it and actually come back to it on a decent basis. None of y'all do that, man. You know the series is garbage. But we're going to sit up here and pretend that it's good because, hey, I'm desperate for retro anime. I'm desperate for anything old. So I'm just going to take something that was garbage and overrated as Ghost in the Shell and just call it a fucking day. That could never be me. It's just simply pathetic. But anyways, hey, Yuki here. The Rebelling Rose, the one chain to oblivion, returning yet again with another excellent video. Man, oh man, Ghost in the Shell, boy. I cannot take the Ghost in the Shell fans seriously. Not that there are fans of Ghost in the Shell, because let's be honest, no one actually likes this series, and that's the exact problem I have with it. Many of the people that claim that they love this series just do it to make themselves seem like they're smart and cultured, and they really have a deep understanding of the storyline, and they actually care about the characters, when in reality, they have no clue what's happening. They don't actually go back to the series on a good basis, and they're just there because Motoko looks hot, and that's it. They don't care about nobody else in this goddamn series. Come on now. No one actually cares. And not to mention the art style looks like shit, man. I can't believe that these fans are coming up with these excuses that, well, this series is actually going to be good, man, because it's going to adapt the original art style, man. Oh, they're going to adapt the full story like it was originally intended. Look, loser. The art style is shit. You got an art style, right, that came out in, 89 going on 90? That looks like it came out of the 40s and 50s. What in the newspaper, comic book bullshit am I looking at, man? What the fuck is this, Doonesbury? Oh boy, imagine having art so bad that it's even dated for the time that it came out. Oh boy. Oh man, I could never claim to be a fan of a series that does that. It's just so strange to me. You guys jumping up and down for this anime like it finally did something, like Ghost in the Shell fans can finally rejoice. There's nothing to be rejoiceful about. You have that shitty manga. You don't need that garbage anime. My God, man. And they're doing this to nostalgia bait you losers, because these studios can't come up with a new idea to save their lives. They can't fucking do it. So they got to dig up some old bullshit and recycle it to reprint their money. They can't reprint the soul, man. There was no soul in there. I mean, this is Ghost in the Shell we're talking about. So that there's no goddamn soul in that bullshit. My God, man. And then you're going to have these flood of casuals, and a bunch of big name YouTubers now getting into this series because, they saw the new edition and they're like, oh man, this looks amazing, man. Oh, I want to check out this retro anime now because, it looks so good. And I'm like, you never cared, man. You weren't there back in the day supporting this shit. So why the fuck do you care now? Oh, right, because it's new. It has a fresh coat of paint. And that's all it takes. You guys care about how pretty something looks, not about what's actually in there. You don't care about the actual content. My God, it's just a bunch of nonsense, man. These fake-ass Ghost in the Shell fans hyped, running up and down, getting hyped. And then the real Ghost in the Shell fans are even worse. Because I'm like, man, you know this shit is trash. You know that original manga is garbage. Or maybe you don't know because you don't remember how garbage that manga was. Because I'm like, when's the last time you fools actually reread that manga? When's the last time you actually rewatched that shitty original movie? Never. When is the last time you rewatched Standalone Complex? Never. Come on now. This just makes no fucking sense. The manga is already cartoonish, goofy nonsense that can't be taken seriously. You know, the characters also act just as cartoonish as the art style. It's just absolutely horrible. And then the original anime, it does the exact opposite and still fails. Oh boy. They took all the personality, all the soul, all the little emotions out of it and made them dry and dull, stale characters that no one cares about, you know? The only thing they kept consistent is that convoluted, overly pretentious storyline, man. That's been done better in other movies, shows, and manga, and other anime, man. It's just like, fuck. Ghost in the Shell may have an interesting concept, but concept alone is not enough to make your series that well-rounded, you know? Yeah, of course it has praise from the pretentious critics that believe they're smart. Yeah, of course it's going to have its little small niche fan base that think that they're elite because they watch and read Ghost in the Shell. But in the long run, when it comes down to it, no one actually likes this series. So where is all this fake hype coming from? It screams artificial hype to me. I don't believe it at all. It's complete bullshit. It's a complete web of lies. With that being said, do not support this series. Do not fall for the bait, man. They are trying to get your nostalgia any which way they can. Newer fans, this is not a good series. Don't have these studios make you believe that this series was always good. If you actually go back to that original anime, to that original manga, it's just as garbage, There's nothing to be excited about here. But anyways, with that being said, Yuki here, the Rebelling Rose, and until next time, I'll see you.